Hey everybody, I thought I owed an update on how things are going. Um, let's see, today is Friday, July 15th, so it was let's see, the 5th when my daughter and her two kids came up to pick me up in Luray. We had a great reunion. The kids were excited to see their papa. And we went to the Luray Caverns the next day, and maybe a little young for a 4 and a 6-year-old, but my daughter and I, we were fascinated. We enjoyed it. So hopefully they'll remember going down in the caverns. Headed south, and you know what was amazing is hour after hour after hour, it was like I hiked those mountains over there. I hiked those mountains over there. I remember when. I watched the videos last year of, Jessica, Homemade Wanderlust is her channel. Dixie is her trail name. You know, her dog was dying, and she rented a car and rushed home. And I remember her making a comment that says she drove through Virginia. It's like, I hiked all this, I hiked all this. I can't believe I hiked all this. And I had the same experience as I was heading home. It's like, I cannot believe that I hiked this. You know, pretty soon it's like, you come up, you come up to Atkins, or where I stayed the night and went right by the hotel there, and and then eventually you go by those other turnoffs, and then down into Tennessee and going by in Bristol, and then pretty soon it's like, wow, there's a turn to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, and it's just I don't know, it's when you're traveling in a car and you're going that fast, and you said hour after hour, it's like I walked all that, holy cow. It really starts to cement in the monumental effort to hike 900 and some miles. So um, we the next day we took our time coming back, and we went down around it's not really Pigeon Forge, but it's the next town, Sevierville maybe. There's right outside there's this parrot bird kind of sanctuary that we took the kids to, and they had a blast, feeding the birds and seeing all the parrots and all the exotic birds and things like that. And then headed home the next day after that. So we took our time, got back, went in to see the doctor. He referred me to a general surgeon who is going to do a colonoscopy. Had one at age 50. If you're not 50 yet, guess what, everybody? You start looking for, you're 50, you get your first colonoscopy. When I had mine, they only found a little polyp, took it out, and said, hey, you'll be good for 10 years. Normally, if they find problems, they come be they're going to do every 5 years the rest of your life. They gave me, hey, 10 years. Because of some bleeding that I've been having, hey, they're going to go in and take a look and make sure that there's not something that's going on inside the colon. So there, and that'll be this next week. So I don't want to ask for much, but I got to tell you, the subscribers and the well-wishing and everything by everybody has been just so powerful. I want to thank you, and I'm going to ask that you keep me in your prayers. Hopefully there's nothing going wrong, and there's a good explanation for some of the bleeding that I've been having and the pain, and we'll get it all taken care of, so I can at least get back and get to Harper's Ferry this year. So had a great time getting back with the family and the kids, and my son and I took the afternoon off, and we went to a shooting range, and he's been wanting to get his concealed carry permit here in Florida for a while. I have mine, and he went and finally, about a year and a half ago, I gave him a gift certificate to get his class, and he finally went and got that. He's actually a very good shot. Matter of fact, today on the range, he was grouping him pretty tight, and showed me up. So and that's okay. And we had a great time doing that, and went to get a little barbecue. Just some guys hanging out on a Friday, and I really enjoyed doing that with him. Which brings up a point: do you carry on the trail? And I got to tell you, no, don't bring a gun on the trail. I don't even care if it's just a little Ruger LCP 380. I mean, yeah, they won't weigh very much, but you get the point where ounces are pounds and pounds are pain. And every ounce adds up. I mean, I get to the point where that little 3-ounce Sony Action Cam, I was like, I'm gonna send this thing home. I'm just carrying dead weight. The trail is safe. You never tell anybody you're hiking alone. Even if you're alone at that moment, you always tell people that you learn trail names forward and back, and you say, oh yeah, my friend Big Bird, he's just up the trail, or he's just back behind me. I've got So if you're a single girl, you're hiking. You never tell anybody you're alone. You always have people. You always tell somebody, oh no, I'm hiking alone. I got my friends right behind me. Never felt at all in danger. I didn't even feel threatened by the bear, to be honest with you. Maybe a little nervous, but I didn't feel like I needed a weapon. I think the first time I stealth camped, I took my pocket knife out and had it so I could grab it. I don't know why, just because that was the first time I was kind of stealth camping. But for the most part, it's actually very, very safe. Really there's always people around. You're never too far from help if you need it. I never felt threatened. Matter of fact, the time that I felt threatened the most is when people would start talking about the fact that they were carrying, or they would take it out and start showing people. A lot of people get really nervous when you do that. So if you do carry, don't talk about it. Keep it concealed. Don't tell people you've got a weapon. If you're female, that's the first thing that a bad guy's going to go after. He's going to disarm you. So don't talk about it. And really, I don't think you don't need to carry. Appalachian Trail's pretty safe. Let's see. Big sheath knives. People that had them, it made everybody else nervous. When they whipped them out in camp and started doing stuff, you could see people's nervousness levels in their face go up. Some people had them hanging on their pack, hanging on their belts. If you bring them with you, keep it inside your pack. What do I use a knife for? Cutting cheese, opening packages. Sometimes your hands get wet. You cannot tear open those pasta size to save your life, and so you might use your blade just to get it started a little bit. But just a Swiss Army knife cadet has a blade, has a file on it. That's all you need. It's lightweight. I lost mine at the Tire River Bridge, left it sitting on a rock. So a bunch of kids that were swimming down there, one of those boys found a nice pocket knife. They're not super expensive. Some people that like to every now and then bring a bottle of wine out of town. Yeah, okay, Swiss Army knife that's got a corkscrew on it. It might be helpful, but for the most part. So weapons? No, you don't need weapons. Don't need big sheath knives. A little pocket knife is really all you need for the Appalachian Trail. Anyway, at some point in time, what I might like to do is, and I'll announce it maybe in a video, that people want to send me questions, and I'll do a video and answer people's questions that they have about gear, or trail, and hostels, and all those kind of things. So I'll let you know when I'm getting ready to do that video, and I'll put it out there, and we'll do a little Q&A for at least the part that I can do up to for as far as I've hiked. So can't talk about what I haven't done, and don't want to, and it wouldn't have any credibility, but I can talk about what I have done and why. And so if you got some of those nagging questions, I'll be willing to answer those. So but I'll let you know when I get ready to do that. Right now my mind's kind of on this next week and what's got to happen, and getting healthy so I can at least get to Harper's Ferry. That's important for me that I can finish that this year. So, and my oldest son and I, we may head up to the NOC and do a little kayaking. So if we do, I'll maybe take my Sony Action Cam and hook, do the backpack mount and hook it onto a flotation device, and you get to see me go under the water, perhaps, huh? So I haven't kayaked before. This will be an experience. We whitewater rafted a bunch of times, and he ended up in the drink. No, each time I've ended up in the water and had a paddle thrown at me. So anyway, it's always fun to get in the in the rapids and ride them without a raft. It's good. It's good practice. So anyway, all right, everybody. You have a nice day. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye.